Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Leaders of Today podcast. I am Jordan, the Executive Director of Leaders of Today, and I'm so excited this is our Christmas podcast. Christmas is definitely my favorite time of year. So I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves one by one. There's 4 of us. So Madison, do you want to start?
Yes. Hi, my name is Madison Vojnovic. I am the board president of Leaders of Today, and I think we're doing favorite Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do this too. Yeah, your name, title, something fun in your favorite Christmas movie.
Okay, something fun. Maybe not fun, but exciting is I just finished applying to graduate school for my PhD in clinical psychology. So that happened a couple days ago. So that kind of feels like a big thing, a big weight lifted off my shoulders. And my favorite Christmas movie, you know, I've always been a big Home Alone fan. Yes. I do love the Home Alone movie.
Yeah. Your turn, Josh.
My name is Josh Mitchell. I am a board member for Leaders of Today. And a fun fact about me is I speak Spanish. And today I got to volunteer with a Spanish-speaking family, which was really
cool. That's
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I second you, Madison. I was actually going to say Lost in New York as my favorite, although I have to give a shout out to Elf. I typically have a theory that the second in a series of movies is not the best, but I think Home Alone 2 is the best.
It's very good.
So I'm going to say Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
I'm Issy Peterson, and I'm a board member and the marketing lead for Leaders of Today. A fun fact about me is that I'm becoming into the intermediate level of pickleball. And my favorite Christmas movie, it's more like a transitional Thanksgiving to Christmas movie, but it's called Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't answer those questions either. So something fun about me is I don't know. I should have thought about this before I started saying anything.
There are lots of fun things about you.
Okay, you say something fun about me. What's fun about me?
Jordan loves airplanes.
That is true.
Works at the airport.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's a fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I
do love airplanes, and I do love the airport. And okay, so I don't necessarily have a favorite movie, and this is gonna sound really weird, but I love the Hallmark Christmas movies because I can not pay attention to them, and I still know what's going on. Like I can just work.
You like
as
how
I watch them.
Guilty pleasure.
I love how predictable they are.
Guilty pleasure for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, that's a hot take.
That's
I feel like that fits you though.
Yeah, I agree. You're probably multitasking. You're probably not even really watching the movie.
I can't honestly. I can't sit still long enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't sit still long enough to actually watch a whole movie ever, just in general. So I can just work through those, and I actually enjoy them.
Word. Shout out to Hallmark. You should get a Hallmark sponsorship.
You get Hallmark sponsorship. All right, we're gonna jump into some of our favorite things about Christmas. Okay.
Let's do it.
Gotcha.
Let's do it.
All right. I think you're gonna start off with this one, Madison.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song. I know I'm gonna get some hate down the line for this, but I have to start off my Christmas season with All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. And I just have to, it's like Christmas season has not started until that song is blasting in the background.
It starts blasting in October. And that's the problem with the song.
One of my coworkers, his name is Mike, and I work at the airport, obviously, so we have a whole bunch of trucks. And anytime you get into a truck, it's always on Christmas music, whatever Christmas radio station it is. And he loves Mariah Carey. He only has all the trucks on just for Mariah Carey. That is the only reason.
That's a slur.
Honestly,
A holiday slur.
I kind of got annoyed with that song, but then Mike's love for this song makes me want to listen to the song.
Wow.
Just when I'm at work though. If I'm not at work, I won't listen to it.
He is a Mariah Carey ambassador. I see.
All right, your turn, Josh.
I'm not a Mariah Carey hater. I just think the song is overplayed. My favorite Christmas singer is Whitney Houston. I think Whitney Houston has the best Christmas album. It's called One Wish. Any song off that album, I'll listen to right now. But my favorite Christmas song is O Come, O Come Emmanuel.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Reasoning behind that?
Yes, I wrote a poem based on the song.
Oh.
And the meaning of the song is historical, and I'm a history buff. So the song is actually a reason that the people of Israel should be happy based on their history. And I like history. a lot. So I feel like I can nerd out listening to the song. And
I like
Whitney
it.
Houston's version goes crazy.
Izzy.
I have a couple. First, Mary Did You Know by the Pentatonics.
Yes.
It's like every version of that song should only be sang in that way, how they sing it.
It is so good.
Yeah.
It is
They are
by
the
far
same.
the
But
best.
also, and this is so dumb because I like can't remember if this is the actual title, but like What Christmas Means to Me.
Yes.
Yes, by Stevie
Yes.
Wonder.
No, by
but
the
not that
Pentatonics.
version. Yeah,
Oh,
well, that
yeah.
version.
Okay.
I love.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who the original.
I got you,
is,
I got
but
you.
I love that song.
Okay, so I love either the Christmas Waltz by Frank Sinatra. I love that song a lot. Or the instrumental version of Sleigh Ride.
You have good taste, my friend.
Thanks. Those are probably my favorite Christmas songs. One of those two.
Ella Fitzgerald's Sleigh Ride is also perfect. It's like
I
what
can't say I know it.
it's
Smiling and nodding.
it's the classic. It's the vintage. You know, in a before and after, when you see the black and white hue in a commercial, like, and you're thinking about the glory days and what things used to be like back in the day. That's her version. It's just the standard.
We'll have
for
to
that
give it a
song.
listen
Yeah, we
after,
should.
after the podcast.
Ella Fitzgerald, Sleigh Ride.
I'm about to like
Listen
stitch
to it.
these
Tell
into
them
the
Josh
video.
sent you.
All the songs in the video to like so people know what that is.
The Justin Bieber Christmas album is also really
Yes. Yes. She
That's a
gets it.
throwback.
good. Yeah, it's really good though. They all hit.
I think they do.
I don't know if I've ever listened to that.
Oh no, they're
Really?
so good. All of them.
The mistletoe.
And Cher just released a Christmas album.
She did.
And those songs are really good.
Doesn't Sia have a Christmas song?
I have not heard her Christmas song.
I have
I
not,
think she
but
has
I feel
one.
like
I think
almost
that I
every
like
artist
it,
has
but
a
I don't-
Christmas
I don't
album.
remember what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all of them.
All right, let's jump into our favorite Christmas tradition. Your favorite thing to do at Christmas time. You want to start off, Josh?
Yes, I would love to. My favorite Christmas tradition in my family is baking quiche the day before Christmas.
Quiche.
Quiche is like a breakfast pie.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar with quiche, first of all, I'm very sorry. But two, good news, it's not too late for you to be introduced to quiche. It's just pie crust, but instead of pie filling, it's scrambled eggs, heavy whipping cream, cheese, and then whatever else that you might put in an omelet. Bacon, eggs, or of course they're eggs, sausage, any type of vegetable that you might want. So we each, as cousins in my family, there are 7 of us on my mom's side, we each get to customize our own quiche, the things that you want in your quiche. And then we take a 3x5 index card and we sign our name. I like to sign my name in cursive, and then you write what is in your quiche. And we make them at my grandma's house, or my grandma would come over to my parents' house and we make it there on Christmas Eve. We bake it, then we take one over to my aunt, who actually lives in Jordan's neighborhood.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'm always in Jordan's neighborhood on
Mhm.
Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas morning,
Do you ever see all the milk jugs out with the lights
Yes.
in them? Yeah, they used to be a bigger thing, but they like that
I
was
didn't know
they used
the
to line the
history
streets.
behind
Yeah, it was just a tradition they all had.
it's awesome. And we have to have Panera bread bagels to go with the quiche. So that is what we eat every Christmas morning.
What flavor of Panera bread bagel do you eat with your
The
quiche?
cinnamon crunch, of course.
Thank
Cinnamon
you.
crunch, of
That
course.
is so good.
Asiago cheese. That's what my brother Joel likes.
Those are literally my 2 favorites
Yes.
right there. Oh,
So good.
depends on
That's
sweet
Christmas.
or savory mood. Panera has you covered either way.
Yeah.
They're just full of unsponsored ads.
I'm saying we need, and let me throw one more in there. Y'all ever had Simply orange juice?
Yes, that's the only orange juice we have at my
drink
house.
that on Christmas, and we have the regular. Then we have the orange juice with pineapple, and then we got the orange juice with mango. You just get
With alcohol?
without pulp, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, please don't put
Just
your
making
pulp.
sure.
I'm
No,
pro a lot of things, but I'm not pro pulp.
no,
I agree.
no.
I agree. I'll go next. I think my favorite family. Wait, this is just Christmas.
Yeah, just
tradition?
your favorite Christmas tradition.
I think it's also Christmas Eve. We always host like a huge Christmas Eve party with like all of our family, and like my best friend and all of her extended family used to come, and like my parents' friends, and like there used to be so many people there. And like when I was really younger, like we'd go into my parents' room like every hour to like track the Santa tractor, like
oh, please,
on, like,
I love
the
that
999 TV station or whatever that was, and it's just so much fun. Or the Sunday after Thanksgiving, we always get our Christmas tree, and then we have like lunch, and then we watch Miracle on 34th Street, my favorite movie that I said earlier. And that's a good time, except this year it took 3 hours to get our Christmas tree, so that was
not as fun.
Yeah, tradition a little dampered.
Yeah.
Still a good time though.
I think that my favorite tradition, and it might be on the forefront of my mind because we actually did it today, is when we decorate our Christmas tree. So we have the tradition where every year you get a new ornament, like each of the kids, and so it's super fun to, when we decorate the tree now, we have all of these ornaments that like show where we were at, like and we have the year and the name written on it, so we can tell like what we were doing. Like I have, because I did so much theater in high school, some of them are like theater ornaments, or one year I was really obsessed with playing card games, so I have like a card themed ornament that says like rummy on it. I'm trying to, or like I went through a tiger phase where like the tiger was my favorite animal and I was obsessed. So, and we also have ornaments that we made when we were kids. Like we have these ornaments that we must have made in like preschool, and they're angels and they have our face on them, but my older brother's, his has now been broken to the point where it's just a face on a popsicle stick.
Oh,
that's the whole ornament, and we always hang it on the top of our tree. Yes. And at that point, that's probably one of my favorite parts. It's up there's Cameron, top of the tree, and a popsicle stick.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that is so funny. I feel like most of my Christmas traditions are like, I don't know. I feel like I've never had like a real, or just not a real Christmas, but a standardized Christmas. Because some years we go to my grandma's house in North Carolina. That's what we used to do when I was little. But now we never go to North Carolina, so we're always here on like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day time. But we don't ever like. I don't know. I feel like at this point, I always just put up our Christmas tree and decorate it. And I actually have nice. I have so I kind of got these just for this podcast because I made it blue because all of these
are extra like that.
All of mine are like totally different colors. And
of course. But
I actually have a Christmas tree in my bedroom, and it has I collect all the White House ornaments. So it has all like the White House ornaments, and I have some from all the State House since 2018 or something like that. So I have almost all the White House ones and just some of the
awesome.
State House ones. But yeah, I think those are really cool. But I think my favorite tradition is just being with my family, and just because even though we're always doing something different, we always actually get to spend time together, and we don't get to do that very often just because we're all three of us are always really busy. So just Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, that time is fun. Just to yeah, even if we are at my grandma's house, or I think this year we're going to my friend Philip's house. So it's just we're still all three of us are together, which doesn't happen very often. So that's my favorite Christmas tradition. All right, what's your favorite Christmas food item?
I can start because
it's too hard to
I have an answer. We make like Christmas bark every year, and it's got like the saltines at the bottom and like caramel and dark chocolate, and then we like crush up like walnuts on top, and oh my gosh, is that stuff so good. Like I eat so much of it. That, and we also make caramel corn every year. Those are like our two snacks that we like bring. Like when we were in like school, we used to like bring it to our teacher. Like that was our teacher gift. Yeah. So, but of course, like while you're making it, you're also sampling.
You gotta make sure it's safe.
Yeah, we've got to make sure it's safe. It tastes good. So yeah, those are mine.
Mine is probably the Hershey's Kisses, the peppermint ones.
Ooh, good.
I love those. I have so many. I have a bag of like 500 in my bedroom, and I have a bunch at work, and they're almost all gone already. So
nice.
Yeah, I love those.
I love 500?
It. Maybe it was like 250. I don't know. It was a big bag.
Is Cheryl's cookies an acceptable answer?
Are they the decorated holiday ones?
Yes.
Okay, I could take it, but you don't like frosting.
So here's the deal. Besides quiche and Panera bagels, which are not actually Christmas foods, I don't like icing, but I like the experience of making the cookie or seeing the cookie. You know, I like that other people are enjoying it, even though I personally don't need to eat it. But there is an exception.
Are you trying to say that you like looking at Cheryl's cookies?
No, but I'm going to say even though I'm not a big fan of the frosting that you might see on a grocery store frosted cookie, the buttercream frosting at Cheryl's Cookies is the exception. I like that frosting. And so if I'm going to have a Christmas cookie, it's got to be from Cheryl's.
Is it like a cutout of something?
Yeah, sometimes it's the tree.
Okay.
A lot of times it's the tree, and it has green buttercream frosting on it. Yeah, those ones go crazy.
Have you ever had
I can
Goody
agree.
Shop cookies?
I have had Goody Shop cookies.
Yeah,
yes.
that I don't like icing either, but
But
that
those ones?
ice, oh, they're
It
so,
works.
That
It
and
works.
like the Kroger little sugar ones with the icing.
Okay.
And like people know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like the audience.
We're just
Okay.
all
You guys.
the-
That's like
You
the only
guys.
icing I like.
You see how we're promoting other businesses? That's what we do as leaders of today. We promote others.
Yeah.
We're waiting on that sponsorship. We are.
From who? Everyone?
Everyone.
From everyone.
Cheryl's Cookies.
Yeah.
Kroger.
Simply. Panera.
Kroger.
We want them all. My favorite holiday foods or snacks are my dad. Well, for a long time it was my dad. My sister, as recently in the past couple of years, started taking this over and making it. We do like a cheese ball on Christmas Eve, and then like on Christmas we always go to my uncle's house at like 5, and we wake up and do presents and blah blah blah. Like the in between time, we like always just snack on the cheese ball that's left over from Christmas Eve.
I'm unclear on what a cheese ball is. Is it just a ball of cheese?
No, it's what's even in it. It's like I don't know what's in it.
Okay.
Like, it's
Special surprise.
I think cheese is in there.
so good. Do you know
Yes.
what's in it?
Is it red? Is yours red on the outside? or a
No,
different color on the
it's like
outside?
kind of like a mix of colors on the
Yes.
outside.
Yes. So it's multiple cheeses, and then there's some sort of seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
mostly a
that's
ball
like
of
Can't-
cheese.
onion
But
in
it-
there or
yes.
something.
Okay.
Yes. Or chive. Something else
Yeah,
is in it.
So it's like a
Chives,
dip,
yeah.
kind of like a cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't.
Yes,
You,
you eat it with,
normally
like, a
eat it with the
cracker.
cracker.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't just eat it by
I
itself.
didn't know if
Oh,
y'all were
yeah.
just taking a fork to this
No.
actual
Oh, no,
cheese
no, no,
ball.
no,
Oh
no,
my
no,
gosh.
no.
Us lactose intolerant people out there can't
Yeah.
handle that.
Yes.
No, it's so good though. But that or like the little pretzel things with the Hershey Kiss and then the M&M. Like,
Yeah,
sliced
oh, yeah.
on,
Yes.
Like the
Those are really
All right,
good.
all right.
ears. So good.
That-
a mix and like
forgot
sweet
about
and
those.
salty together.
Yeah.
It's
It works.
that's
It
my
works.
favorite.
I also like ice cream. It's not necessarily a Christmas thing, but ice cream's just great.
Ice
cream's
Just
so
all the
good.
time.
Is it like a Christmas ice cream you like, or just vanilla?
No, just ice cream.
But
Okay.
Jordan does have a rule. You should tell the people.
Yeah, so I
Because-
have a rule that if you offer me ice cream, I can't say no. Like
That's
the
a
free
fair
ice cream.
rule.
Not
It
like
depends on the flavor.
people will try to be like, you want to go get ice cream? I'm like, yeah,
they want
and
you
then
to
they'll
pay
be
for it.
like, I'm not paying, and I'm like, well, then you're not offering me ice cream. Then you're just saying let's get ice cream, and then I can say no. Like that's I don't have to say yes to that.
So you'll
but
never turn down a paid for ice cream.
free ice cream. That's what I
Free
say. Yeah,
ice
free ice cream.
Oh.
That's an important distinction.
But usually, if you ask me to get ice cream with you, I will absolutely get ice cream because I love ice cream.
That's so real.
Do you have a favorite flavor? Vanilla?
You know what? It depends on where I go, actually. Like, if
That's a
I get
good
a
answer.
Blizzard from Dairy Queen, I want to get Oreo cookie dough.
Mm.
But if I go to Cold Stone, I
Yeah.
really like the birthday cake.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my favorite from Cold Stone
Yeah.
too. It's so good. I
So
love
it just
sprinkles.
depends on the place. When I go to Graders, I usually get cotton candy, I think. Which
I was
honestly
gonna
is a
You like
little
all
bit
the
too
little
say
sweet.
Graders, so I could
So-
say yeah, you get cotton
I've
candy.
been really craving the black raspberry.
From Grace.
Black
Faith
raspberry
loves
chip
the
from
black
Grader's
raspberry
for
chip.
The past 2 weeks.
It's so
literally, it's like all-
good.
Okay, well, I guess now that we're on the topic, you guys
Yeah.
gotta name your favorite ice cream.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough?
Easy.
I really like. I have 3. I like a birthday cake, like a birthday cake batter, like when there's like a lot of sprinkles in it. I like mint chocolate chip, and I like cherry cordial.
You
What is
like
that?
Cherry cordial.
It's so
I've
good.
never met somebody in my age group that likes cherry cordial.
No way! It was
What
my
is
favorite
it?
one. Like that's like from my birthday. Like that's the ice
Okay.
cream I requested. It's like a cherry ice cream, and it has like the cherries in it, and it has like chunks of chocolate. It's kind of like black raspberry chip adjacent,
cherry,
but
yeah.
cherry, and it's got the chunks of cherry, but they're cold, and I really like the texture of them. It's really good.
Huh.
My favorite ice cream is the Peanut butter with chocolate flecks from Jenny's.
Yes, that's very good.
Fave. That's so good.
All right, real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
Real for sure.
I'm going artificial.
Yeah.
Because you use the same tree every year, and putting up the tree is part of the tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still put up the real tree. You gotta like let it sit outside for a day or two, so like everything, and then you put it up.
It means
doing way too much.
But it's
honestly,
so fun to
it
go
might be
and
worth
cut
it.
Down.
It might be worth it just because you don't have to fluff it. I hate fluffing trees.
I know I like it.
Oh gosh, maybe I just do too many because I've done 13 this year. I fluffed 13 trees this year.
Yeah, I do one per year.
Real trees
Maybe if
also
it was, like,
shed
one.
everywhere.
That is
Fake
true.
trees
It's
still
always
shed, but
like-
not at the
not
same
at
rate.
the
It's
same
all part of the fun. It's just all part of the fun.
I'm glad it's fun to you.
Y'all got Roombas? Like,
Yeah.
that's what.
I can't do real Christmas trees. Me and my dad are like way allergic.
I'm
and
also allergic,
And
yes.
so it.
Weird. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody being allergic.
I'm allergic to everything that's outside, so I guess I'm probably
Yeah.
also allergic.
Yeah, I'm actually
I am too.
like needle trees and pine trees and evergreens, not so much, but still, it's all in the same genre. Also, I
we
feel.
get a Canaan fir.
Okay. I don't even know trees like that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
specific.
I'm gonna
It was
start
really
saying that.
specific.
Same one we get every year.
That's so
Man,
funny.
fur. You sound really intelligent when you say that.
This is definitely fake. So obviously you guys know what I like. I like fake trees.
No,
What you
I
gotta
also
do is-
and like I honestly do.
It's all just part of the Christmas fun to go and chop that sucker down, and then you gotta tie it
Wow,
on
so
the car.
you're pro deforestation. That's what I'm hearing.
Wow, you heard it here
Oh man!
first.
Just
Holy
said-
cow!
I
Izzy
like to chop that
loves-
sucker down.
Loves
Wow.
killing the planet.
Y'all know that mayor from
Not at
the
all.
Lorax?
Yeah.
Let it die,
that's
let it
her.
die, let it
Such a
shrivel up
That's
and
she's a
die.
descendant
Oh
of
my
that man.
No, I seriously-
Wow.
What? No, that was so mean.
You heard it here
No,
first.
I'm not pro deforestation or pro, cutting down mass trees, but like we go to a Christmas tree farm where their sole goal is to grow these trees for them to be cut down and for them to be put in people's homes for the holidays.
Okay.
I like that.
Oh
I stick to my
I put fake tree.
Okay, I think we're gonna move on
for the
now.
holiday.
I didn't know that was the question that was going to get so heated.
I didn't
Spicy.
either. Okay, what is your favorite thing to do at Christmas time? Like, do you have like a favorite thing that you just could do with like friends or just go and do?
I wish that I could go skiing more.
Yeah.
than I able to in the
Yeah.
past couple of years.
I love skiing
It's so
and ice
fun.
skating.
I like ice skating. But
I can't
skiing
ice
more.
skate.
Skiing
Really?
have you ever gone skiing?
Skiing is
Going
fun.
skiing is a stretch for what
Have
I
you
did.
skied?
I fell down a mountain while attached to skis.
I'm gonna count that because I've done that too. I've done that too.
It's a stretch for me. That's what
I like to bake. I like to bake things.
Yeah.
My brother likes to bake.
I can't bake.
I like to eat the things that he has.
That's a
already
good
made.
relationship to
Okay.
have.
Yes.
Whenever I put up my Christmas decorations, I always make cookies so I can smell them.
Yes.
That's
I do like
basically the
smell
only
of-
reason.
of
You know they make,
baking desserts.
Like cookie scented candles. You don't got to do
Yeah,
all
I
that.
have
if you're
one in my
just
room.
doing-
It's just not the
It's not
same.
the same.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not the same.
Not
Sorry.
the same.
So sorry.
My favorite thing to do is just go around and look at the lights.
I like to
Yes.
I love looking at the lights.
Or like zoo lights. I'm going to zoo lights on
Yep.
Sunday.
Yeah,
I
another
love
sponsorship
zoo
for us.
lights.
Yeah.
Come to zoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I
al-
second that. Go ahead.
I
keep
also
going.
just really love giving gifts. Like I think that's a really
like
fun part.
shopping
Yes.
To get gifts for other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
When I can think of a good one. Like when
Sometimes
I have a
it's
good
stressful,
gift for
though.
somebody,
No.
I'm so excited to give it to them.
Yeah.
But when I can't think of it, I'm like, this is so much work.
I enjoy that because to me it says I've been paying attention.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know you'll really like this.
Yeah.
And that's what I really appreciate about the gifts that I received. And receiving gifts, I don't really do well, if I must confess. Not trying to be super deep and philosophical, but when people give me a gift, I'm like, I don't know how to accept it sometimes.
Yes.
I'm like,
I
thank
feel like
you.
I go
feel like
over the top.
I'm indebted to you now.
Yeah, I go over the top with my like thanking, so it comes off as like not authentic.
Yes,
but it's because
same.
I'm just so
So
grateful,
grateful, yes.
that I overdo it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Okay, this is
I'm
gonna
the
be a
same way.
weird segue, but I feel the same way about you guys. Like, just honestly, just the fact like you're here and you help with leadership today so much. I feel like I say thank you so much, and it
You
sounds
do.
like fake, but I honestly,
it's
it's like the same thing. I'm just like so glad.
yeah, felt.
I'm overjoyed. And I appreciate spending time with my family, specifically with my cousins and some family that I don't get to see as often,
Yeah.
because a great way that you can show you appreciate someone is just spending time with them, just being with them. It doesn't matter what we're doing. Now, in my family, we play Mario Kart, and it's not a game. It is not a game.
It's serious.
It is a lifestyle. It is very serious.
My family's the same way, Josh.
Like, Moo Meadow is attached to traumatic experiences.
Not Moo Meadow.
Honestly, Moo Meadow is like not the best.
That blue shell. Send on. Ooh, just. I'm getting triggered now. I got to change the subject. But another thing that I really enjoy doing around Christmas time, like you said, is seeing the lights. My girlfriend and I play this game called Yay or Nay, where we drive through neighborhoods, and it's got to be. I probably shouldn't say this on a podcast, but it's got to be a bougie neighborhood, you know. It's got to be some place where they know how to do the Christmas lights, and then we judge them, yay or nay. Like, ooh, you're doing way too much. You got an inflatable Santa Claus in your front yard. That is way too much.
I love inflatables. They make me so happy.
Or you're doing too little.
What about my house? What would you say about my house?
You're doing it right.
Okay.
You're doing it right.
There's a house in my neighborhood that, no joke, has 20 inflatables.
Oh my goodness.
But it's because their child really likes inflatables.
I was gonna say, we have a house on my street that have like young kids, and the past couple of years they've had a bunch of inflatables, but it's like 15 minion inflatables with like Christmas hats. And I'm like, this just doesn't look that great.
We used to have an inflatable, but now we only have a Thanksgiving inflatable. We have Tom the turkey goes up in front of our house for Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, you guys want to transition out of Christmas? Do you have anything else you want to say about Christmas before you go to the leaders of today?
I'm ready.
Merry Christmas.
Wait, I have one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you guys like Christmas strictly after Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Or like
Yes.
Christmas?
Absolutely
we
not.
know how you feel, Josh.
Absolutely not.
You know how I feel.
Yeah, I'm not as aggressive about it as maybe some of the others down the line are. But I feel like I do like to have, I like to have my Halloween and then my Thanksgiving and then my Christmas. Especially if there are like Christmas decorations out and about before Halloween. I do not love that.
Yeah,
I do not like that at all.
I would say I do Christmas whenever I want to. Sometimes that's like around
January.
Halloween time. Sometimes it's always before Thanksgiving. But I don't necessarily like outwardly express it. Like, I'll listen to Christmas music by myself or like watch a Christmas movie, but I'm not gonna like put up our lights. I mean, I guess I did put them up before Thanksgiving, but it was like it was the week of Thanksgiving, so it wasn't like super far in advance. It was just because it was warm outside and I didn't want to do it when it was
that's
cold.
fair.
I was gonna say, I don't really mind the lights, just like because of daylight savings. Like, with it being so dark, like the lights just make everything
better,
feel a lot better. But I'm mostly a Christmas after things. I don't know. It kind of depends on the year. Like last year, I was watching Christmas movies before Halloween.
Before Halloween?
I know it was on fall break.
I don't know about this. I do not know about this.
We went to Gatlinburg and we stayed in a cabin and we watched The Family Stone, and it was so good. But this year, living at home, we are like nothing until after Thanksgiving.
Amen.
Do you guys celebrate Christmas in July?
Yes, that is okay to do. That's right. But that is at about the halfway point of the year.
Okay.
When it's Christmas in July, think about it. Christmas has been over for 6 months, right?
So you can get back into Christmas.
Yeah, it's not like we're coming up on Christmas anyway.
Yeah.
But Christmas in October,
no.
It's unholy.
Canceled.
My family does Christmas in January. So my mom's side of the family, we get together.
Still the holiday season.
We get together on Martin Luther King weekend because it's a long weekend, and we do Christmas then. So then we can all of my mom's siblings go to their spouses' family for actual Christmas.
Okay, that
and we
makes
all get
sense.
together for Christmas in January.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
When do you guys take down your Christmas decorations? Does it have to be like the day after Christmas? I know some people take them down literally the day after Christmas.
After New Year's.
Yeah, for sure. Keep it up through New Year's.
Yeah, before you go back to school or you go back to work, then you take them down. Yeah. January 4th, 5th.
I think our inside decorations come down about that time, but I feel like we keep our lights up a little bit longer. Just because they're so pretty winter, and everybody likes them. And
it's just so dark so early. I will say my neighbor keeps, and he has like crazy lights. Like, he has this big tree in his front yard that's like right by our driveway, and he has like different strands of different colors like going all the way up, and like just all of these crazy lights that don't coordinate together in the slightest, and he leaves them up till like the middle of May.
That bothers me. I can't stand when like I can't stand you have lights up that are like warm white and cool white. Like that.
Yeah, pick
Wait,
one.
I
Is
have
it
a
white or
question.
yellow?
I have a question. A quick question. Are you guys team colored lights, like the rainbow lights, or team like white lights,
White
like
lights.
these?
I'm
Well-
white lights, but if you want to put rainbow lights outside your house, be my guest.
See,
agree.
All of my
I
things
like
can go both. Like
Same.
even the wreaths, they can go
I
to
like
colored
rainbow
lights too.
lights on our tree because our tree is so crazy and like full of memories and stuff that it matches the vibe. But outside, I like the white lights because I feel like it looks more elegant.
Mhm.
It does look so pretty with the
So.
lights.
I agree. All right, let's transition back into some of the leaders of today things we were going to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so what was your favorite thing that we got to do this year? We got to do a whole lot of things, but what's your favorite thing that we got to do?
Summer program.
Summer program?
for sure.
Summer program.
I'm gonna say our conference. I know that it's been a hot minute since that.
Mhm.
I know the summer programs were more recent, but I feel like that was our like introductory experience into what it was to teach curriculum to a group of people.
Yeah.
And I think that everything we've done, like the summer program since then, kind of stemmed from that. So I'm really excited for our conference this year too.
Yeah. I don't know if my favorite thing was the conference. It might have been my favorite event was probably the conference. I think my favorite thing that like happened this year though was just like getting to know everyone better just through the summer programs, and then also just like adding the new people in. There's like a few new
Faith.
people. Like yeah, like
Getting
like having
Faith.
Faith and
Yes.
having Gigi, like they're awesome.
Yes.
And they're the two that can't be here, so oops.
That's all right.
But yeah.
Sad.
We can shout them out because that's actually a major component of why I said the summer program, because even though I was familiar with everyone on our board prior to that, I feel that I got closer to them, not just as colleagues or even as friends, but as people,
Mhm.
understanding
Yeah.
that they are somebody outside of leaders of today.
Yeah.
Faith was the intern, but she's also a Spider-Man fanatic.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
also a family girl. She's also funny. She also has dry sense of humor. She also can be sarcastic, right? I got to see this because we were working together.
Yeah.
Especially
More than
the
I could
week
see.
long.
Exactly.
Like the
it
week
was a
long-
Oh, yeah.
One, but
It was.
We had an adventure.
We had an adventure. I
Yeah.
think we trauma bonded. That's what
maybe
happened.
a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't there for that one.
You were there for some of it.
Well, I was there for some of it too. I was
Yeah.
the last 2 days.
Yeah, no, I agree with what Josh said. Like, especially last year, like, not being able to come to any of the events, such as, like, the conference or just, like, or even, like, our Saturday morning board member meetings and, like, not actually getting to meet people in person until, I think, the holiday party last
Mhm.
year.
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, yeah, getting to know everybody a lot more and, like, have fun with everybody was a really awesome time.
Yeah.
Summer programs.
I'm excited to see the new people that come next year. I know for sure we at least have one intern coming in the spring. So, there'll be new people.
We love new people.
It's super exciting. All right. What is just your favorite memory that you've had within the Leaders of Today organization?
That's difficult to pinpoint just one, but I would say the summer program is among the top 3. For me, it's easier to pick favorite memories from 2023 than from all of Leaders
Yeah.
of Today.
Mm.
But I would also say serving together, making blankets.
Oh yeah,
for
that was
children who are in
fun.
Oh, I
foster
forgot about
care.
that, honestly.
It was a fun time, and we solicited and recruited some volunteers, some high school students, some of which are related to us. So it was good to meet people's family members, and then go get ice cream.
Yeah.
afterward.
We did do that.
That
We
was
did
good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my favorite thing, my favorite memory. I don't know. Oh, this is so hard because we've done Leaders of Today for 3 years now, and I guess the idea came in like 2018. So that's what 6 years ago.
Almost 6 years ago.
Almost
Almost 6 years ago. Yeah. But I think my favorite memory is our very first board meeting. And then there was the 3 of us that were taking a picture on the stage in the room. I love that. That just makes me so excited. I know I was so excited that day, and I think it was that's probably my favorite memory that I can pinpoint just so far. Yeah. There's been so many good things since then, and I feel like I'm discounting all the other good memories that we have. But that's the one that I remember that sticks out to me the most in this moment.
I think one of my favorites, honestly, was when we all went out together.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. Like, that was so fun.
It was so much fun. And then, like, a couple weeks later, we had dinner, and that was just as fun.
Yeah.
Like, that was so much fun when we all went out.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah. Madison.
So I like that one a lot, too. And this is a really specific memory from the summer programs, but it was when it was during the week long, and then we had the other one right after. And who brought us? Did you bring us food?
Chipotle, yeah.
The Chipotle. Yeah. We were starving.
We were all so hungry.
We were so hungry, and we were like prepping up to go do like the next. Like we'd already just spent a long time with people, and we had to go do it again with a new group of people. And I was starving, and I don't think I've ever had a Chipotle bowl hit the way that one did.
Yeah,
because
it did.
I remember that day. Me and Faith were so tired because with that day we had to teach both of the things.
Both,
yeah, so we did it on the early summer program and the late summer program. And I remember eating food and being like, I have to do this again.
Again.
Halfway there.
Again. Yeah. That was a crazy day.
Playing Zoomy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zoomy. That was such a good game.
Honestly, we should do that at the conference.
Yeah. It's such a fun game.
That was so much fun.
I remember I led, like, during the workforce development, I led one of them, and your group seemed to actually be getting it, and my group, like, somebody just got out every time. Like, nobody was
It was
successful.
harder to play with that group of people that had no idea.
It was so fun.
I remember when we played in the small group, I couldn't even keep up.
I just wanted somebody from the Past Foundation to walk in
Yeah.
at the wrong time. And
Zoom in.
I think there's a video of like us three, Madison and Josh, like in like the final three, and we're all like,
It was just us. Like, everyone, all of the kids were out, and we were so into it. That's a good memory.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was so fun.
All right, what are you guys looking forward to most in this next year?
I can start. So I'm really excited. I was invited to speak at Ohio University at a women empowerment conference, and I have an hour. And I think it's going to be a fun way to spread what we do to like a new demographic of people. So this is going to be in Lancaster, so it's like not the OU that's in Athens, but like one of their satellite, I guess. And they also have a high school right there, and they're inviting students from the high school to come to like my workshop. And then there will also be college students who go to OU, and then also just community members. So I'm really excited. In a personal way too, because this is going to be the first time that I'm going to solo a group of like 100 people and teach something that I'm super passionate about.
Yeah.
But also just from like, this is kind of a big thing for like us. It shows that like we're getting recognized in a way that isn't just like us going somewhere. Right, this is something that like somebody is excited about what our mission is and what we're doing and wants us to come to them. So I feel like that's a different dynamic. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm excited to build relationships with new students, with high schoolers who are hearing about Leaders of Today from other high schoolers. I'm excited to see people at our conference who heard about Leaders of Today because the culture of applying for a project or innovating or mentoring is catching fire in their school or in their community. And I'm very excited to hear, as we already have heard with students such as Natalie, success stories from the past, because then we see the fruits of what happens when we influence another student, and then they begin, as we've written in our vision statement, to create that ripple effect.
Yeah.
So I love to hear about students that we recruited or whose schools we visited, but I can't wait to get an application or to see someone register for the conference who heard about Leaders of Today from their peer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I think I'm most excited to just attend the conference.
Yay!
Like, my brother went to it last year, and he just came home, or I guess I wasn't home, but he
Oh yeah, you
called
weren't
me
there. I
after,
forgot about that.
And he was like, it was so much fun, like a lot more fun than he was expecting as a high school.
Oh, that's so
boy.
cool.
Love that.
And he was like, the speakers were like great and inspiring, and so I'm really excited to just be able to like get to go and experience it as well.
That warms my heart.
Yeah,
actually.
that is actually so cool. I remember looking at your brother and being like, I hope he's enjoying himself, because like he just had a blank face the whole time. And honestly, I think it's just his personality.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, man, I hope he's not like regretting coming to this.
He was like, I was really happy I went. Like,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. I know we put a lot of work into that, and just like you don't always know what it's gonna look like when you're finished.
You didn't answer, did you?
Oh, no. I don't know. I'm really excited about growing in kind of the behind the scenes ways. We're not going to do a lot more events this year, or a lot of new events, this year. But I know that there's a lot of things that we built up really well in the years before this year, and then we kind of took off a lot this year. But there's a lot of gaps that we just didn't know we were going to have. So just kind of working through those gaps and filling them in, and using some new programs, and just making sure the behind the scenes things are more professional and more in order. I'm excited about that. All right, and the last one that I have that is not even kind of Christmas related, but do you have someone that you look up to as a leader that you want to talk about really quick? And then like why?
There have been a lot of people on my mind who've influenced me, especially this past month, and I can't say them all. So I'm just going to say one that I know personally and one that I want to know. My pastor, who you ever hear somebody speak? Maybe it's a speech, maybe it's a teacher, and it's almost creepy, like they're in your business. How did you know to talk about that? How did you know that's the exact message I needed to hear?
Yeah.
I've been feeling that way a lot recently, and we just celebrated 34 years as a church, and there were two pillars in our church who recently passed away. One was an educator and a big inspiration to me, and the other was my lunch lady and the kitchen manager at my daycare / summer camp, and we got to honor them both in ways that were specific to their legacy. We renamed the kitchen after the kitchen manager, and we have a new award called the Erica Kelly Young Adult Award that goes to a young adult who's making a difference in their community. And we got to surprise actually a nonprofit owner who didn't know that she was going to get the award. And so that was super awesome to see. And then another person in a completely different vein who's been inspiring me is Suzanne Collins, the writer of the Hunger Games books.
Yeah.
Because I did see the new one,
So
and
I
I am
haven't
just
yet.
so
I want to.
fascinated with her
good,
storytelling ability. There were a couple things reading that and watching the movie where I'm like, this is so obvious. Like, why'd you need to put this in? But then when you look at that dual meaning, it's like, oh my goodness, you are a genius. So she's been really inspiring me recently.
A leader that has been inspiring me recently is probably somebody I work under. Her name is Dr. Mariana Klatt, and among other things, she's the director for the OSU Wexner Center for Integrative Health. And what really has been inspiring me about her is the way that she celebrates the people who work for her. I've talked to some of the other people I work in lab with about it, and every time we do something for her, she is the most appreciative, and we always feel like we always look forward to like showing her what we've done, just because we know really cool. that like her face is gonna light up and she's gonna be like, wow, like you're amazing. And it just shows that like when you're a leader of people and you support the people that you're leading, then like they're gonna produce better work for you. And that was just something that over the past month, because we've been talking about it in lab, has really stuck with me. And she's just all around like one of the most hardworking, incredible people I've met. So
yeah, that's really cool. I'm just gonna, so I always talk about like leaders that I look up to, and I kind of go down through a list, but like the very first person that I remember like inspiring me to lead was Mr. Pryor, who was on our board for 2 years, I think. He's one of our founding board members. And then my pastor Philip, he encouraged me to do a lot more things, and that was just his influence on my life is really awesome. So I remember going through COVID. There's an author called Bob Goff, and I learned so much from him just through COVID, and I learned a lot about myself. And so those three people were like great leaders in one way, but then another, and especially in leaders of today, was Jordan Davis, because she started Cola and kind of just helped give me the idea and kind of the push to just start Leaders of Today. And then the most recent person that I've looked up to and that has like really inspired me and encouraged me to be better leaders, actually Allie, and she's on our board right now, and Allie's super amazing. So I don't know, those are just the people that I can pinpoint that I've made like real differences on my life that have like changed the trajectory in a big way.
I have two. One first, and I feel like I always say this, but my mom, she like is just incredible and involved in so many different kinds of organizations throughout Columbus, like all different kinds of work and just like helping people on a day-to-day basis, and just I don't know, she's very inspiring to me. I'd love to.
You have a cool mom.
You do really have an awesome mom.
Yeah, I want to be her when I grow up. And then also is a woman I work with, not like directly, but she's in the marketing department at where I work. Her name's Yvonne, and every Tuesday, so we're like on a hybrid schedule, so I'm in the office every Tuesday and Thursday, and on Tuesdays she leads like a meditation, like a 10-minute meditation, like at the start of lunch, so like at noon, and she just is able to provide like so much like peace and like a different perspective of like how to handle work stress, or like just going into the afternoon, like just I don't even know how to describe it, but it just makes me feel very calm and very relaxed and like very inspired to be better and do better work throughout the rest of that week. And yeah, it's like my favorite part of going into the office.
I love that.
That's so cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like having a good boss or someone that's like above you, it changes just the whole aspect of your workplace. It's interesting. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about Christmas or about Leaders of Today or anything like that? No?
I
don't know why I looked
Nothing?
that way. There's
Are you-
no one there.
Chair to a solo.
Well, thank you guys for listening to Leaders of Today podcast. This has been such a fun episode. I love Christmas, so I hope to do this again in the future because this was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for being here, all of you.
Thank you
And
for having
thanks
us.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.